Hello and welcome everyone to L.F.C Pulse. What a dominant performance from Liverpool against RB Leipzig at Red Bull Arena on Wednesday night. Liverpool are second with that win in the Champions League table with 9 points. 3 out of 3 matches Liverpool has won, and it was a pretty good performance. And in this video, we are going to see how the match panned out and the player ratings. So let's get started with how the match panned out or how it happened. Liverpool might have walked away with 1-0 win, but it was far from easy, right? RB Leipzig came out flying in the opening stages. The first 20 minutes were like Liverpool were defensive, more defensive, not that much control. Passes were not going properly, putting us under real pressure. The first big scare came from Haidara, who forced Kelleher into a sharp save. And when Kelleher's clearance went straight to Sesko, we were lucky to see his curling effort miss that post by inches. It was a scare. That was around 20th minute, and it was very like heart was pounding hard. What Kelleher was doing, I don't know. Until that point, that was the biggest mistake. And after that, he or Liverpool got the control of the game, but that was probably that could have been the turning point. Now, Liverpool didn't exactly look comfortable at the start. Sloppy would be an understatement. But we managed to sneak ahead right before the half-hour mark. Simika sent a beautiful lofted cross, finding Mo Salah, whose header ended up at the feet of Darwin Nunez. Basically, Darwin Nunez stole that goal from Mo Salah. It was going inside the net only, but he had to make sure, and that was like poacher's goal from Darwin Nunez. We need to see more and more like that from Darwin Nunez. That's right. Nunez, who's been out of form lately, finally got his poacher's goal, tapping it at the far post. Darwin could have easily had a second just 5 minutes later, but Peter Gulaski, the Leipzig keeper, made a fantastic save to keep his header out. He pulled off another big stop from Van Dijk header off a corner shortly after. At this point, Liverpool started to find some rhythm after 20th minute. Then came a controversial moment just before halftime. Nunez, who was growing into the game, was brought down by Leipzig's Orban in the box. It looked like a clear penalty to most of us watching, but after a quick VAR check, the referee decided against it. That could have been the turning point. If that penalty would have been awarded, Liverpool would have killed the game at that point only. But I don't know what was the issue with the VAR. VAR didn't recommend it, the on-field referee to check, because that was a clear penalty and Liverpool should have got that penalty. You could feel the frustration from the fans, but we had to push on. The second half started with Leipzig making some serious mistakes at the back. Nunez pounced on a loose pass and managed to find Gakpo. But again, Gulaski came to their rescue with another toe poke save. It was one of those nights where it felt like we needed that second goal to breathe a little easier. McAllister nearly provided that breathing room, but his long range shot clipped the bar. Then Leipzig hit back hard. Kelleher had to make two incredible saves, one from Sesko at point blank range and the other from deflected Simon shot that nearly looped in. We thought we were in trouble late on when Openda tapped in what could have been the equalizer. So he got two goals, both were chalked up because of the offside. But thank the footballing gods, he was ruled offside again. Our defensive line was on point all night in that regard. Cody Gakpo had a chance to kill the game off in the dying minutes, but Gulaski denied him with yet another fantastic save. In the end, though, it didn't matter. Liverpool held firm, picking up a massive win before that crucial clash with Arsenal on Sunday. Overall, it was a hard-fought victory. Leipzig gave us problems, but sometimes you need these gritty performances, especially away from home in Europe. Let's hope this win gives the team confidence heading into the weekend. Before moving forward, more than 90% of you are not subscribed. Please do consider subscribing and help us grow the channel. And if you are still confused about how new Champions League format works, I have made a video. You can check it out and I will keep the link in the description also. Now let's move forward to the player ratings. First up is goalkeeper Kelleher. Barring that one shaky moment at the around 20th minute, he was spectacular and he made two vital saves which kept Liverpool in the game. So I am giving him 8 out of 10 for his great performance in Champions League, and he played after 2-3 years, after 3 years I think, in the Champions League. So that was a great performance from Kelleher. So for Trent, game was good, but his passing was not that great. his defensive work was good. He is improving on that defense. So for him, I'm giving 6. Next on is Ibrahima Konate. His game was also good. He kept Openda quiet for most of the game. He kept him in his pocket. But one or two mistakes, and one mistake could have been very costly for Liverpool for his performance. Otherwise, it would have been a 8, but for him, I'm giving 7. Next up is Van Dijk. Again, Van Dijk showed that why he is one of the best center backs in the world, and he's on top of his form currently. He kept that back line intact. The offside goals were ruled out. You can see two goals were ruled out because of the offside. That back line was very crucial, and it is proving Liverpool defense is not easy to breach. That is because of Van Dijk. He's our captain. So for the skipper, for his great performance, I am giving 8. Next up is Simikas. So Simikas was on to manage Andy Robertson's time. Simikas was very crucial for the lonely goal. That was his pass, which was headed by Mo Salah and tap in by Nunez. And overall, his defensive work was also good. The runs he was making in the penalty area or on the left wing, it was great to watch. He was adjudged as the man of the match from UEFA. So his performance was very good. For him, I am giving 7. Next up is the midfield. So Gravenberg and McAllister double pivot was there. For Gravenberg, he had again, he's proving again and again why he's one of the best in that midfield. And the defensive work was great going forward, also blocking the shots or that one save he made, which even Van Dijk was so impressed and he gave a loud roar for that save. For Gravenberg's great work, he's getting 8. McAllister was little sloppy, maybe because of less game time. Last match he didn't play, but overall his work rate was great. He had that one chance which hit the bar. Overall, it was great in defensively. So I'm giving him 7. The last one in the midfield was Dominic Soboslai. Again, as from his standard, the game was not that great for him, but his work rate off the ball was spectacular. He was playing at his old club. He was a RB Leipzig player, so it was like homecoming for him. But overall, his game was not that good. I think he will be dropped for the Arsenal match because Jones showed in the Chelsea match he's putting a better performance than Soboslai. So I'm giving him 6. Next up is the front three. So on the right wing, Mo Salah got that assist again. He is doing his Salah things, King Salah. So, but overall, his game, he did not get that many chances, and he was visually frustrated when he was subbed off. He doesn't want to come off, but to manage for that Arsenal game, I think Slot made that tactical decision to bring on Diaz, because bringing on Diaz is a great thing for Liverpool. So Salah, overall, his performance was okay. So I'm giving him 6. Okay. Next up is Cody Gakpo. He had a forgettable game against Chelsea. He was not that impactful. But in Europe, he's showing against AC Milan, Bologna also, and here also, he's showing that he has that pedigree to be a great player. So he was very crucial for Liverpool's left wing. The team up between Simicas and Cody Gakpo was great. So I am giving him 8 for his great performance. He will be rested or dropped, whatever you want to say, you can say, for the Arsenal game. But I think he will again start against Leverkusen. Arne Slot is making that distinction between cup games or Champions League games and Premier League. So both players' work rate will be managed. The last one is Nunez. Is Nunez back? That was the performance which might have suggested that Nunez is back. He's grabbing that chances when Jota is not there. Jota is injured. So Nunez scored the lonely goal winner for the Liverpool, and he was off the ball. His work was great. He should have got that second penalty also. And one point where the defender from Leipzig headed the ball back, and Nunez lapped on it so fast. That was also a great chance. Liverpool could have scored from that also. Overall, Nunez's performance was great. For him also, I'm giving 8. Now, the last one is Arne Slot. He was tactically correct. His tactics is sitting back or defense is the key for Liverpool in this season. It looks like that. Overall, the match panned out. I think Slot might have expected like this because Leipzig needed a win they will going to put a pressure. One concern is Liverpool, when they get the goal or after 60th minute, they are sitting more back. They are not putting much pressure. That should be dealt properly. And the defensive shape of 4-2-4 is also sometimes concerning. I've made a tactical review for that weakness. Here you can check it. I will keep that also in the link. So go and check that out. For Arne Slot, I'm giving 7 for his team management. He was shouting from the line. He was making the team in the shape. So that was great to watch. And a 3 out of 3 in Champions League and 11 wins out of 12. He is the first manager, or he had the best starts at a Liverpool for any manager until now. So for him, I'm giving 7, and we have to see how he makes team for the Arsenal and what will be the tactical video. I'm going to make a tactical video on this match also. Please do consider subscribing if you want to see more tactical videos, more reviews like this. Do consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.